I love this new Champions League format. For the last 15, 20 minutes of tonight, you had Man City going out, then Man City back in, then Real Madrid playing City, then Real Madrid playing Bayern Munich, Liverpool second, then Liverpool top, then Liverpool second again. This new Champions League format is where it's at. The excitement, the drama is fantastic. And it's the best thing they've done at UEFA in a number of years. Some big results tonight. Manchester City managed to qualify for the knockouts, beating Club Brugge 3-1. Liverpool lose and have a red card. Arsenal make a number of changes and go out to a tough away day in Girona and get the job done. That game on Sunday now between City and Arsenal, massive. City on a high after a number of wins recently. Arsenal resting up some key players, ready to go. What a night of Champions League action. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you have hit that subscribe button. We're steamrolling our way towards 50,000 subscribers. We'll have a transfer video out first thing in the morning regarding Visa and regarding Matthias Tell. That'll be Tottenham based, so make sure you check that out. But Ethan Nwaneri. What a player. What a player. He has got so much ability, it is unreal. 18 years of age. When Arsenal's best player right now in Bukayo Saka is on the sidelines. Martin Odegaard isn't in the best of form. There is no Saliba tonight. Declan Rice on the bench. No David Raya. Thomas Partey at right back because of no Ben White. No Martinelli starting on the bench. You know, and he steps up. I thought Leandro Trossard was very good tonight. I thought Nwaneri was very good. I thought Jorginho took his penalty really well. I didn't watch the entirety of the game because I was flicking through Liverpool on BT Sports 1, Man City on BT Sports 2, and then trying to catch all the goals. So if I do miss any of the highlights, please let me know in the comments. I know you guys love to pull me up if I miss something. But they actually had a bit of a poor, I want to say, 20 minutes or so in the first half. And it happened to be an ex-Spurs player, Danjuma. And do you know what? I was actually annoyed when we sold him because he's actually a good player. Like, he's actually got some ability. He can, he's got good pace. He can turn it on. He got, 3 GA in the Champions League for Girona. In La Liga, he hasn't been that great. He's only got 1 goal in 15 games for Girona. But, good record at Villarreal, 10 goals, 3 assists in 23. At Tottenham, and Everton, he never really got a chance. He actually took his goal really well. I don't know what Neto was doing in 5 minutes. Looked nervous. But Danjuma completely punished a terrible, absolutely terrible bit of defending from Arsenal. And, just puts them in the driver's seat early on. Neto is miles off his line. Danjuma runs to the ball, or just basically lobs him or puts it over his head from 25, 30 yards out. The goalkeeper dives, but nowhere near it. And then the response from being 1-0 down in the 26 minutes. Between the 26 minutes, the next 19 minutes until 45, Arsenal just went into first, straight into fifth. They had 2 penalties this game. One world-class penalty. The other one, not so good. Jorginho steps up. It looked a little bit soft at first, but Arsenal will take it as any team would take it. Girona kind of really playing for pride because they're already out of the Champions League at this point. Jorginho takes the penalty. Lots of pressure in the stadium. You could see he was calm and composed. And he just done a little skip into the bottom right corner, down to the keeper's left. Fantastic penalty. Trossard then gets the assist for Nwaneri's goal. Nwaneri's goal, it is stupid how much talent he has got. 18 years of age. comes in off that right-hand side, and it kind of like reminded me of a bit of Mahrez or reminded me a bit of Salah. Coming on that left-hand side, rides the first challenge, fakes, goes around the second one. It's kind of like what Iron Robin used to do. Fake, 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 curl it into the corner. And it's a fantastic, fantastic finish. It really, really is. Um, you know, it just takes control. It's at the edge of the box, whips it with his left foot, straight right past Lopez, which I also think is ex-Spurs, if I can remember rightly. They did have Brian Hill, ex-Spurs, unavailable to play through suspension. Gazzaniga, injured, ex-Spurs. I think Brian Hill's been one of their better players this season, but unfortunately for Girona, he wasn't available. Fortunately for Arsenal, he wasn't available. Took the game, grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck, Then just before the end of the half, Trossard gets down that right-hand side, has a strike. Keeper had no chance, hits the crossbar, goes out for a goal kick. Second half, wasn't really a huge amount. Gabriel had a chance from a header. They brought in Havertz. They brought in Miles Lewis-Skelly. And you think now, Saka from the academy, Miles Lewis-Skelly from the academy, even Nwaneri from the academy. They are clearly showing that there's a bit of a narrative that players like Haven and Obi Martin are likely going to join Manchester United, but maybe there's just not a pathway in that position. But clearly, forwards, even Nwaneri and Saka have got into the first team, and Lewis-Skelly is a defender, but he's a very attacking player as well. There is a pathway from the academy to the first team, because I know there seems to be a lot of United fans bantering them right now because Haven and Obi Martin are joining United, but they clearly showed it. Now, there was eventually a third penalty given. I think Girona had a goal. I didn't actually see the offside goal. I was kind of watching the City game at this point, but there was a goal for Girona that was offside, and then the penalty in about the 90th minute. It was a penalty for me. He's brought down, and then Arsenal give Raheem Sterling the penalty. Now, I think the reason that the ball was given to Sterling was to kind of give him confidence, because he has only got one goal, I believe, and that was against Bolton. I think Nwaneri scored in that game as well. But it just kind of seems that it was given to him just because of a confidence. And to be fair, Arteta did this with Kai Havertz when he got his first Arsenal goal. They gave him a penalty, and I think was it Sheffield United away or Brentford away? Might have been Brentford. Sheffield United away, something like that. They gave Havertz his penalty. They tried to do it with Sterling, and it's a good save from the goalkeeper. It's not a great penalty, to be brutally honest. But, Arsenal ease into the last 16 of the Champions League in third place, only a couple of points behind the top two. They leave themselves in a very good position going into the remainder of the Champions League. They don't have to play a two-legged playoff game. They can, rest and rotate players. Meanwhile, Madrid, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich will all be in that playoffs. And Arsenal only finished, you think, right? Hypothetically, if the Champions League had the Premier League rules and officiating, Arsenal would have finished second because they'd have had 20 points, because the game against Inter Milan, funny enough, who are directly below them, was 1-0, and it was from a Çalhanoğlu penalty. So if they had different rules like Premier League had, they would have been second because they'd have had an extra point. Looking at look at the playoffs, the teams. Look at the playoff teams. 7-time Champions League winner, AC Milan. 6-time Champions League winner, Bayern Munich. 2-time Champions League winner, Dortmund. 15-time Champions League winner, Real Madrid. PSV, Benfica, Monaco, Juventus, Man City. The knockouts are going to be elite. Now, to my knowledge, I think it's 9th will play Club Brugge. Sporting will play Dortmund. Real Madrid will play Manchester City. Now, I could be completely wrong on that, and I could be talking absolute BS. However, this is what FootMob have said that I'm going to share this. I don't know how accurate this is, but this is the predicted draws and the knockouts. That looks absolutely insane. Let's start with the playoffs. Atalanta, Dortmund, Madrid, Bayern, City, Celtic. I don't know if that's legit, but we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, there will be a transfer video out first thing in the morning. I didn't watch too much of the Liverpool game tonight, so I'm not really going to. I probably won't put a match reaction out to that. I might do City, though, so stay tuned. I'll see you soon.